Cause I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him, you lying. You know you're worth for what it's worth, I could buy it. But say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that, this thing, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the darker the feds.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend,
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure.
Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it.
we are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready up. Ultra. Set cut.
Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Set, ready. Check white.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
That 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now back to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the rim. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Drill, 52. Hey, go steal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready, ready. Mega.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you show that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Shot, 17, strike.
It's 4th down.
Set.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
At the 37-yard line.
Claws red. Fury yellow. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Field black. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. 96 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Third and 4. Now here's Young. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Fights him off. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Drill green. Set cut.
Looking to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready, ready. Ready.
A play fake. Now Young. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
22 needle. Set.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. He gets away from one. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Hurry.
And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 16 yards.
On play action, Young. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
3. Set.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Young looks to throw on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
10 cycles.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down.
38.
First down, Carolina.
Ready?
To throw, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Open man is Mingo, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Down.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 154 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Young to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hubbard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hey, red. Check white. Ready.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
49ers nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, check
And their
that.
halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Got it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
52 blaster. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. It's Young off play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch out now. 50
Hubbard trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1. Motion man is Schwartz.
Ready.
Again, it'll be Hubbard. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Shot. 17. Fight. 60. Slide through.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Black shot.
Off the play fake, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out?
Ready,
A
ready.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
White, white, green jack. Six, mega. Six, hunt.
They'll look to throw. It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Danny Gray, 72 yards. And the Niners are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Set.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Going to be rail. 5-97. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have...
There he goes, left side. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Edo blue. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. He's on his way. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Come on, set.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Set.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Blue, go. Ready, ready.
Young off the play fake. On the move to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Pause red. Set.
4th down, Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the ground, it's Gray. shoves him away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up
2nd and 9 now.
The 37-yard line.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Young here to throw. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Young. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A play fake. Now Young. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.